our next story here involves the time-old cancer of political correctness and just how stupid the whole thing has become. And here we have the curious case of KSI. So, most of our younger audience is surely familiar with KSI, but for the older viewers, he's basically, in short, one of the most famous YouTubers on the planet. Very mainstream guy, that's about all you need to know. But KSI has recently been canceled. Here we go again. So what is it that KSI is being canceled for? Well, it took a little bit of digging because they are suppressing the actual footage. But anyways, KSI tweeted out the generic cringe and idiotic "I'm canceled" tweet recently saying, "I want to apologize for saying a racial slur in a recent Sidemen video. There's no excuse, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I've always said I'm not a perfect person. I'm going to take a break from social media for a while, blah, blah, blah." Yeah, again, generic apology tweet. Oops, my bad. For the record, guys, can I just say this? If I ever do, I don't care what I do wrong, okay? If I ever make a mistake and respond to that mistake by making a dumb YouTuber apology statement like this, please just cancel me on the spot. Cancel me, not for even for what I did. Cancel me for that statement alone, okay? I would absolutely deserve it. But yeah, he is apparently canceled for saying a racial slur in a Sidemen video. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, well, surely he must have said something bad, right? I don't know, N-word with a hard R. Although he's black, so that probably wouldn't apply. But like, what is this super bad racial slur that he's being so canceled for? Well, it is, wait for it. It is Paki, okay? Which apparently is short for Pakistani. That is what he said. That is the big, horrible, evil racial slur that everyone is canceling him for. And he is so sorry and taking a break from social media for. Now, first off, I didn't even know this was considered a racial slur, and to the extent that it is apparently a racial slur, why? I don't. It's short for Pakistani. I mean, I guess you could say it's about the same as calling a Japanese person a Jap. Like, I get it. I suppose it's politically incorrect. But is it really this big ordeal if you say it? Is it really the biggest deal ever? It's a little bit, oh, maybe you shouldn't say that. But is it really on this high level of terribleness? I don't know. I'm just entirely confused by this entire situation. I'm Vietnamese. Is it a racial slur to call me a Viet? Actually, it's certainly not, because Viet is what the Vietnamese people call themselves in their own language. But, you know, I don't get this, okay? I would understand how it could be considered racist if you're going around saying, you're calling someone, oh, you dirty pocky, whatever, you know, you sex with goats. I could see how that would be, yeah, offensive, racist, whatever. But how is it even that offensive in a non-combative, mean sense? I don't know. Maybe it's a slur in the UK. Maybe we just don't get it. But when you watch the context of this video, you will realize it is still stupid regardless to get mad at this, no matter what the connotation, because check out how this all happened on the Sidemen video.
Look, we need points in it, all right? I don't mean this maliciously, but the words I'm sorry. Look, we need points. I don't. Guys, come on.
By the way, D-Run, thank you for the $10. If you want to support the show tonight, feel free to send in a super chat. I'll read all of them here in a second. But yeah, so it seems to me they're playing a word game here, right? They're playing one of these word games. He needs points. The letters are there, so he says like, oh, Pocky, that's a word, right? And then he's even saying in the moment, like, you know, not that I even think it's that big of a deal, but he's saying, I don't mean harm, it's just one of those words. Oh, here it is, Pocky. Okay, who cares? Why is this such a big deal to anyone? I genuinely don't understand. Maybe as a conservative or whatever, I'm very out of touch with the mainstream culture because I'm not an NPC idiot. But genuinely, what is the big deal here? It seems to me like the game was setting him up to say it. It has the letters on the screen, and then he says it. It's like, oh my gosh, the worst thing ever, cancel KSI. So again, I look at this and think, why is it a big deal? Who the heck cares? It was a game. They even censored it, so who really cares? But you know what? At the same time, I don't really feel bad for KSI. I can't feel bad for KSI because, frankly, sir, this is exactly what you deserve for a number of reasons. First of all, you put out this video, right? If it was, again, maybe it's this big racial thing in the UK, but if you are going to, this is not a live show, right? They edited this. They chose to keep this in. They censored it, but they chose to still post this video. So first of all, if it were really such a big deal at its core, they would not have uploaded the video. They would have cut this out. But more importantly, KSI, the reason I say you deserve this is because you are a big, canceling, woke, liberal hypocrite. Okay? You're the same guy who attacked Jake Paul for not wearing a mask. You celebrated the cancellation of Andrew Tate. You show constantly for Black Lives Matter, which it's not even your country, by the way. Okay? It's not even happening in your country. Oh, Black Lives Matter, Tory. And now you want our sympathy from the woke mob? Like, go screw yourself. And you know what? Especially on the Andrew Tate front, let me reiterate. KSI, again, celebrated his, not just his cancellation culturally, celebrated his deplatforming. And on that front, KSI, you are the biggest hypocrite on the planet because, JJ, you have said far worse things than Andrew Tate has ever said. Okay, I remember because I used to watch you and you're much funnier and very actually underrated younger brother when I was younger. And, you guys constantly made offensive jokes, sexist jokes, right? A lot of this stuff, it was part of your persona, which in my opinion is fine. It's comedy, it's satire, whatever, right? But again, you have said far worse things about women than Andrew Tate. You have said far more racist things than anyone you've supported the cancellation of. Again, I've seen your videos. A lot of the younger people in this chat may remember those olden days of your videos. So if anyone should be deplatformed or given guidelines strikes here, it's you. Okay? Not that I support that genuinely. I don't want to see your old videos get taken down. I don't want to see the standards of humor and comedy be just collapse at the hands of, these people. I'm just saying, if you're going to apply the same rules here, then let's apply the same rules. But here you've been virtue signaling for years on your moral high horse and your big head about all these different Andrew Tate, Black Lives Matter, Jake Paul, yeah, screw you, dude, I hope that the woke mob that you constantly bow to kind of teaches you a lesson here, and a very hard one at that. So I, for one, will stand out here and laugh at you. The guy has not been funny for years anyway, largely because he has caved to political correctness and all that. Honestly, his brother was always more entertaining anyway. Hot take there. But yeah, there's the KSI story. Hey guys, Vince Dao here. Hope you enjoyed that clip from the Vince Dao show. If you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And be sure to check out the Vince Dao show live every weeknight here on this channel at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It is a great show. Many are saying this. So leave a like, check out our other clips, and be sure to check out the show. Yeah. God bless.